Howdy do, everybody. I just popped up with another motherfucking live real quick just to see how everybody's doing, just to check in and talk about a few things. That's all. So, of course, as usual, when I do a live, whether it's planned or whether it's last minute, I hop in a few minutes early to see who all has gotten the notifications and who can actually come over to the house real quick for a little while and sit down and talk with their cousin and just shoot the shit. So I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes. Cause listen, I'm not drinking nothing else tonight. I have had a few shots already, and I still got to get my Rick James 2.0 looking ass up in the morning and go to work, and make sure my 9 to 5 is taken care of so the bills get paid. So I can't overdo it. Not tonight. And typically I have to work on Monday mornings, but that's a little bit different. I go live earlier, but and then I just ate two macaroni and cheese and chicken and shit. No, I'm feeling quite slumber-ish, but I still wanted to get on here and carry on so the program can go unannounced, unannounced. You know how the fuck they say it over there at the church. But anyway, with it's 6:13. Hey Ashley Love. Thank you for hopping on the live. She said I finally caught a live. You caught a couple of lives, Ashley. The only thing you was one of the first ones in the room to chat about it, to comment about it. But it's 6:14. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes so other people can, like I said, possibly get the notification, join in, or whatever. You know, some people got to get up at the crack of fucking dawn, so they probably won't see this until tomorrow morning, and then send me a message or come in my DMs saying they didn't get the notification. I'm like, I don't know what happened. What's going on, cousin? Look, like I said, everybody's just slowly pouring in. I'm giving them another minute or so, maybe another minute or two. I only have 4 little topics I'm going to address tonight. And because I'm trying to stay up on the topics, up on the news. I don't want to wait until the midnight hour to be the one come reporting here, telling y'all last minute secondhand ass information y'all already got from somewhere else. Then y'all don't want to hear from me. So I got to try to stay keep up with the time and make this shit come hot off the press. At least warm, not lukewarm. But anyway, it's 8:15. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the show. Listen, if this is your first time joining the channel, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share the channel and share the lives with your other family, friends, cousins, co-workers, and all that good shit. And let them know your boy AJ Red is doing some shit. So, but anyway, getting all those pleasantries out the way. So first topic I got on my list tonight is as you can see, here I go with that bullshit again. Elon Musk. He is actually under fire and under investigation currently with the United States Secret Service because he posted on one of his platforms, I guess what seemed like a threat, to Joe Biden and Kamala, or maybe some kind of hate crime or something like that. I don't know what the fuck they're looking into it as. But they investigating him because he made some kind of comment about it, stating that it's kind of funny how Kamala Harris or Joe Biden, no one has attempted to assassinate them, but yet Donald Trump has had yet his second attempt on his life. And I'm just breeze through these topics. Ain't gonna be too long, but all I have to say is this about that is I'm glad they're investigating his ass. You sitting around, so privileged, you feel like you can say whatever the hell you want to say to the people about the people. You've made several demeaning, derogatory comments about the people of the United States as far as it pertains to the working class people. And it's like, I feel like, bitch, there comes a time that you have to be stopped in your tracks. And I feel like this is a moment where he's being checked. And that's why you have to be careful of what you say and make sure that you're not the kind of motherfucker just because you got money, you feel like you can do and say whatever you want to say in the world and that nothing applies to you. Ergo. And that at some point that, all your bullshit, all your games, all your little statements and all your little, racist comments or whatever that, it may be or whatever have you, that shit ain't gonna catch up with you. I'm so glad they are investigating his cottage face cheese looking ass. My whole thing is, I don't understand, like, we as a people say we want to stick together. We want to support black business and all this different stuff. And mind you, I get it, some black businesses really act black, and we can't really with them like that. But for the fact that people would say that Elon Musk makes no sense, he's not good for this, he's not good for that, but he's smart with this. Listen, at the end of the day, I feel like my thought process lies with, it's just another rich idiot that's out here making comments and statements and shit, and thought again that he would never have to someday pay for all the shit that he says, even via social media. As of course, Trump has led the way for that. He's a trailblazer for that. But eventually they shut his ass down and his social media sites. But it's like, it's just so funny how, first of all, these attempts that Elon Musk speaks of that were made on Donald Trump's life, we all know that that's just another segment of like serious comedy that plays a part in Donald Trump's mind, because there ain't no way that these people out here doing these assassination plans and looking to get him killed, or some shit like that. I don't condone it, because I don't condone violence over here. But my whole thing is, you mean two people that made an attempt and both of them, botched up the job, both of them fucked up the thing? Come on now. It just comes off as so stage play written, so 19, 22, or 32 stage play written, to the fact that it's not even funny. It's so fucking, it's just so, so made up. You look at all of the facts are there, or lack thereof, that surrounded the first alleged assassination attempt on old Donisha, and that didn't work. Now all of a sudden y'all saying somebody else shooting at him. Well, shit, most of the time it's going on at, first of all, one of the Trump rallies. I mean, is it not your own people? Are you hiring marksmen that has enough experience, enough expertise that they can figure out at just which angle to fire and skim your ear, and then some kind of way you so rich, I guess, are so powerful, or you so blessed that your wounds healed in 24 to 48 hours. I mean, come on, make it make sense. And for an idiot like Elon Musk, that looks like something off a Disney commercial, to get his beady-eyed, double-necked ass up here and then try to tell somebody or say something so vicious as, it's so funny that they haven't attempted on Biden or Kamala. It is funny. It is funny because they're not pulling the same bullshit that Donald Trump is pulling. They're not pretty much walking around speaking the same shit that you spewing from your, soup coolers. Yes, we all know Joe Biden was sleepy when he was, he had narcolepsy, doing many of his fucking debates. He done tripped over the carpet several times, getting on the jet, walking to the stage, and they even left him behind. We don't know if he was having dementia or if he had just smoked a couple of good ones and got out there or ate a couple of edibles, unbeknownst to us. And all of a sudden, it just took fucking place. And he is a senior citizen. But all in all, I feel that Elon Musk is right now serving a just due service to the fact that he's actually being investigated by these people. I mean, shit. Tyler Perry Play is it's giving more of a Tubi show. Well, they'd be in the waiting room in the hospital, and bro man is wearing a blue suit, a blueberry pimp suit, and then all of a sudden he walks right over into another room and he's wearing a red suit. It's some Tubi action. It's Tubi writers, if you ask me. What else we gonna talk about on here? Wendy Williams. So y'all know I've been sitting there saying, I reported on Wendy Williams when she went missing, allegedly. When she left the purple chair, when she went through the divorce, when she had been going through some things and carrying on with Big Kev and Lit Kev and the family and the network and all this other stuff, right? So now there's new news about Wendy Williams, and the new news is supposed to be basically that her guardian is suing the A&E network, TV network, for exploiting Wendy Williams and only paying her estate $82,000. It's mighty funny that in the beginning we knew who the guardian was, and after that lady got so many death threats and all kinds of other shit, at her door, and her family was getting death threats. From my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, they've switched the guardian. They've changed it to someone else, I think. And we are yet to know who this new person is. Now, if you know who it is, drop down in the comments and let me know. But it's mighty funny how this guardian is watching Wendy's finances and wasn't watching Wendy. Did y'all hear what I said? It's funny how Wendy Williams' guardian is watching her money, but damn sure wasn't watching her about almost 2 years or so ago in that that spiraling episode, or where was the guardian when Wendy Williams walking around with the fucking chicken feather boots on, going to the liquor store and picking up Black and Miles, them goose feather boots, whatever the fuck she had on, going down there picking up Black and Miles and picking up more booze and going back to the house and drinking herself into a fucking, probably, hopefully acute, not long-term dementia. Where was the guardian when the filming was going on? If the guardian would have been actually guarding, maybe the people wouldn't have made it to Wendy's penthouse to do all these documentaries and whatnot. But they're so busy guarding her finances that they don't give a shit what she was doing out there in the streets. But then they turn around and want to sue different TV networks to make sure that the pocketbook stays fat, stating that they're exploiting Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams been getting exploited ever since she started losing her mind, hitting that bottle, and going down with the lymphedema and shit like that. Wendy been being exploited. When the guardian was letting her run around the streets of New York, with big ankles and shit, not taking care of her condition, probably not even taking her medication, drinking all this alcohol, with wearing the poom poom shorts and shit. That was listen. I done seen Wendy wear them poom pooms a couple of times down there on the Wendy Williams show, and let me tell you, it wasn't the best sight to behold then. So I can honestly tell you, after losing all that weight at the top and then having all that weight, because of gravity down at the bottom, it wasn't given. So, where was the guardian then? Where was the guardian when Wendy was popping up with all the more fucked up wigs on her head, doing all the more out of nowhere interviews that everybody knows that if Wendy was in her right mind, that she would never do? Where was the guardian when Wendy stuck that elephant foot up in the camera doing that interview with them people over there at the condo? They didn't go down there and stop, everything. Then they didn't stop the presses then. They didn't go down there and sue anybody then. And I want to know who they are. Not that I'm sending no death threats and no shit like that, because look, I can't end up like Diddy or Trump or none of the other people, because I ain't got the kind of money they got to fight the kind of fight they're fighting right now. And ever in my life would I ever wish that upon anybody, definitely not myself. But no, there's a whole lot more they can be doing to take care of Wendy and getting her back to the scene, because, or getting her back to herself. Because I mean, fuck, like TikTok and Instagram is saying, in times like these, we need Wendy. And as the Bible says, in times like these, we need a reporter to, in order to keep us up to date. What shit over here? Wait, where is it? Over this way, that up here. The woman to, keep us up to date in the time. I'm trying to fill in the fucking gap while she out the purple chair, y'all. And y'all ain't really getting along with the whole situation. But listen, yes, we all miss Wendy. I had just gotten into Wendy in the last few years before she went and lost the goddamn mind and had to go in her secret hiding place, because of her breakdown and all of the things that was going on in her life personally, and even in her career, caused the personal life, caused the career issues, which of course the cancellation of the show. But I feel like there's so much more that they can be doing, and so much more that they can be informing us on, as we're asking about Wendy. But the first fucking piece of news y'all want to put out and tell us that y'all suing the people because they done exploited the woman, doing a documentary telling us about her story and seeing what the hell it is she doing over there. Because I've been begging somebody to go knock on the door and see how the woman was doing. No, but nobody couldn't listen to me. Nobody could listen to me. Now y'all done put everybody away from there, and now the woman done damn near drank herself to death. It's no wonder she didn't come up with cirrhosis of the liver. But that's another story for another day. But I will say this: we need more information on Wendy and her status and what's going on from this so-say guardian, other than just the financial woes of her life that I'm pretty sure you are causing. Because like I said before, it's mighty funny how a black woman can be that rich and have guardianship over her, because they want to make sure that her money that she made lasts her lifetime, and I'm sure beyond, so they can get their piece of the pie if they're not already getting a piece. But like I said before in the past video a couple of years ago when this all took place, it would be so funny how somebody like me, or my mom ain't no millionaire and no shit like that. They ain't looking for her. They ain't trying to find out how her knees is knocking. They ain't trying to find out how her back is cracking. They don't give a fuck if she can see from here to the front door. They ain't asking me shit about how my mother is doing. And if I happen to call them, I'm going to hear from them 7 to 10 business days later. And shit, for all I know, we can all be under the dirt. So, it's all, it seems like it's all about status and what you have to give, or what there is to be retained in case of your demise. They put themselves in an active position to absorb those assets and dish out to, I guess, the remaining family or living family or whatever have you, what they see fit, which is so fucked up. Economical slavery at its finest and its highest tier. But anyway, moving on to the next thing, because I told y'all I'm going to be in here all night. Listen, DJ Envy made a comment about Diddy after the arrest, and we all found out later on, after I posted my live a couple of days ago about Diddy's arrest, that Diddy has been denied bail. He done put up 50 mil cash. He done put up a jet. He done put up the family's passports. He done put up his mama's house. Now you got to be a scared bitch to go and put up your mama's house. That's some bullshit. You you really you secured everything for mama, and you done went and put her house up. And if shit go right, mama gonna be out there sleeping in a cardboard box under the freeway with the rest of the family. Now that's just cruel. But they say, in spite of all things, that he offered up, for his at least temporary freedom. The people's over there at the judge, over there at the courthouse said, no, They want him remanded. See, I told you I watched Law and Order. They want him remanded, which means you got to stay your black ass in jail until the date of your trial, and then we're gonna find out whether or not. So basically, it sounds like they're getting him used to his surroundings. They're getting him acclimated to what's going to be his new surroundings. And I'm really wondering if he and R. Kelly going to be next to each other in the cell. If he's going to produce R. Kelly's next GEL album over there and name it Prison Rights or some shit like that, the first album. He ought to produce him and R. Kelly get together and produce that. I don't think they should involve Suge Knight because Suge Knight gonna take over everything like he's always done, and they don't get nothing out of it. Oh, I was getting dry throated. But DJ Envy was basically saying that he was annoyed to the fact that he was questioning the fact that why didn't the diddler get allowed bail, because of all the shit he actually put up. He was like, well, Bill Cosby was allowed bail, what he said, O.J. Simpson, Epstein, all them different people that they were given the opportunity to bail themselves out and go home and figure some shit out, or lay in their bed with the Egyptian sheets and all this different stuff and roll around and figure out their life. But he was saying he was kind of upset about the fact that they would not offer P. Diddy bail. I mean, just think about it. He's a slippery suspect. Come on now. Just because you've surrendered your passports, who's to say you don't have extra somewhere lying around? You got private jets. There are so many other ways to get out of the country per a criminal. I'm telling y'all, I've watched Law and Order. I've seen a lot of Criminal Minds. I done watched a lot of stuff, and I'm telling y'all what I know. There's a lot of ways that a criminal can get out of the country, without all the things that he was willing to surrender. And so, actually say Diddy and R. Kelly can work on Satisfy You Part 2. They will have plenty to listen. Go ahead and get the mics ready now. Go and get the mics ready now, because they're gonna be singing on the mic. And like I said last video, Diddy ain't got no kind of talent. So unless he strike a deal with R. Kelly or somebody up in there, that's gonna make some sense. He's gonna be producing the remix to Pound Town. That's what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna be introducing chocolate pound cake to the menu over there for dessert over there in the prison system. So he might want to get his affairs in order and work out a plan. I hope if he already hadn't got a strategy to maintain when he gets there. But I agree with the court. Keep him where he belongs. So, because there's no sense in taking all that stuff from them people, because they sound like they're pretty certain that they're going to keep him. Like they're going to supply him a new home. So because think of it, all that stuff, all that money. You think them people over there in Manhattan can't use at least $50 million in cash? Because I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. I give him a bond for $50 million with an ankle bracelet and guards outside his door. And we can take that fee for my $50 million for the guards and the ankle bracelet. But I think they did the right thing to remand him in prison, where he can get the feel that even if he does get out, now he actually has the understanding and the feeling of what it feels like to be touched, and that you're not above reproach, and that you too have to follow the law. But I do, in my future, in my sleep, I saw y'all on the astral plane. He's going to do some jail time. I see him in a prison cell, and his head is going to be bald, and his eyebrows going to be thin. He ain't going to have no mustache. He ain't going to have no goatee. None of that shit. All that going to be gone. I see him up in there, with a white t-shirt on, tied up in a knot, with a pair of them orange, or, slippers or whatever have you, and some of them white tube socks they like to wear up in there, and some of them Hanes her way panties. That's that's just what I see in my dreams. Don't shoot the messenger shit. I'm just telling y'all what I saw. As they say, do you think they would give him a plea bargain? Depending on how much he's probably willing to tell and how many others he's willing to flip on. But at the end of the day, they got the bottles of baby oil with your fingerprints on them and the lube. They got videos and all this other stuff. So I don't know if he can plead his way out of this bargain. I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm just telling y'all what I see per law and order and stuff like that. Because Olivia Benson be on it, not just the SVU part, but listen, they got the criminal division too. I like watching crime solving shows, but no, I feel as though he really will do some time behind this. It was a debate with some friends of mine that I was on the phone with, and they were having a conversation. And there's only one person that pretty much is, I can't say open to the idea of him actually not having to do any prison time, or like Ashley was asking, a plea bargain or something like that. I don't see. They were the only person that was kind of thinking that maybe it would possibly happen, but the rest of us, I guess, because our minds are so etched in, fuck it, get the punishment, get it going. But they're saying because he's a black man, yada yada yada. No, bruh, this was human trafficking and prostitution. You flying people all over the country in different, states and all that stuff. That's different. Now I don't know about Weinstein, Epstein, Perline. I don't know about the rest of them, but I don't. Well, probably Epstein, because it was Epstein Island, so clearly, you couldn't get over there by walking. This ain't Egypt. But I do believe the reason is because the charges are so heavy that's why he's not getting bail. And let's just be honest. In the beginning, we seen where Diddy seemed like he was gonna make a run for it. He was gonna run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. It seemed like he was gonna take off and go to the one of them countries that has no extradition laws, and he was gonna go over there and perform. Y'all know that old movie with John Travolta, and I think his name is, that was in it with Face Off or some shit, and go over there and get his face surgically removed and put something else on there and let it heal for a while, and then he come out and get a job, over there in probably Taiwan as the fruit man, and he rich as a motherfucker, but he over there riding this little donkey or something with a cart behind it, delivering watermelon through the neighborhood or selling it at a fruit, that kind of shit. I mean, maybe I did watch too much TV, but who gives a shit? But you get where I'm going with this. He could have been gone, a while ago. And he could still have plans to run off. Have y'all not been watching Reasonable Doubt and shows like that? And he gonna probably run to Russell Simmons. Russell like, look, bitch, this closet over here is only big enough for one criminal. You go and find your own corner. You go and scat, not scram, beat it, get. But it probably would have been a smarter move, but it seems like Diddy was so bullheaded and so egotistical, to the point, like I said before, he figured this day would never come because he has gotten away with it for so long. Narcissistic motherfuckers feel that way. When they can get away with shit, that feels like that gives them power, that gives them an adrenaline rush. But now he gonna get an adrenaline rush, I'm pretty sure unwanted. Somebody's like, is they gonna put him in protective custody? I don't know. But I think he ought to be able to spend at least one night in general population, or half a night, or a couple of hours, or something overnight. He gonna be eating more than karma. He gonna be eating a whole lot more than Karma. He gonna be eating. He gonna be eating nappy pussy. That's what he gonna be eating. Man pussy. Who knows? Like Glenn Close say, he gonna be eating something, but I can't tell you what. I don't know about no Karma, but he probably get a whole lot of vitamin D and C in his A. I'm just saying. Thinking about it, I don't wish that upon anybody, but at the same time, this is the shit that you. And I always say it sometimes, and maybe this is just my crazy thought. I always say that if I was, in charge of things, I feel like when you do people certain things, depending on what it is, I think that's what should be done to you. Ain't that what the Bible said? Ain't that what the Bible tells you? Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. So I guess he's been doing this to other people because he wants somebody to do it to him all night long. And that seems like that's just what he about to be getting. Anyway, moving on from the diddler, pedophilia, metaphilia, hemophilia, all kind of shit. Moving on from that young lady and his crisis. But anyway, DJ Envy, go sit your ass down somewhere because I still ain't heard anything about you beating that case with you and that man scamming them people out that money over there with that real estate thing. So you need to go sit down somewhere and let us see what the docket said about your court case and keep your lips shut. So last but not least, ending on a high note, this is for all the ladies and all the men, just whomever out there. Listen, Rihanna said, at the end of the day, when she at home doing nothing but hanging out with the kids and shit, she in the house looking like an old ghetto tramp. She in there with a scrunchie on her hair, the shit flipping, flopping all over the place. She got her sweats on, any old thing or do or whatever. She say, but when A$AP Rocky's on his way to the house, she got to go in there and get her shit straight. She got to go in there and pretty up. So listen, PSA, take it from, not her. Take it from Rihanna. She got a man. I don't know how good he is to, but she got a man. She been keeping him, and she been looking real first lady like over there in them pictures and carrying on like Miss Karen Clark Sheard. But she say, listen, for those of you all day long, if you work or don't work, even sitting at the house, don't sit there all day looking like don't sit there looking all day like Monique did on Precious, smoking them Newports and them cool menthol 100s and whatever y'all be smoking out there, drinking them goddamn beers, whatever you be doing at the house when you ain't got to be working and you got a man. That girl said when that man come home, he's on his way, get your ass up, put some makeup on or something. If not even all that, at least look presentable, look sexy. And I agree with her on that. At the end of the day, you got to still keep it spicy. Just because you've been together 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, don't mean you can start walking around, doing, looking all fucked up and shit, looking like a Patti LaBelle nightmare. That still scares people sometimes. People still have nightmares. And it don't look good for a loved one to be laying next to you and for you to be, receiving all of that, going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, bumping into them, not knowing if it's fucking Halloween or something that possessed your house. That's not right. So what you need to do is, and then it's for yourself too. Show yourself some TLC. Bump that hair. If it's a synthetic weed, don't fuck with them curlers because I'm telling you right now, 9 times out of 10 is gonna all go up in smoke, literally. So don't do that. But find some kind of way, get somebody to take your wig off and take it to the salon and let them wash it and shampoo it, whatnot, whatever they do, and blow dry it out and vacuum it and stuff and style it for you, and then bring it on back to the house and stick it on your head. You ain't got to be cleaned up and shit all day long. If you're a clean person, you don't have to be doing it all day long when the man gets to the house. And same thing for him. Go shave that damn taco meat off your chest. Now, if she into all that, then fine. But whatever. Do something with yourself. Go shave. Go get your hair cut. Go get it retwisted. Don't be sitting out here around here all day long with them Hanes his way socks on. That's shit blacker than the floor, and they supposed to be white. That's not a turn on. The same shit you did to get that person, do that shit to keep them at least as often as possible. Stop walking around looking like a fucking vagabond or a fucking ragamuffin. Fix yourself up a little bit. Drink a little green tea or something. I don't know. Slap a little olive oil on your face. Do something. She is absolutely right. She is absolutely right. It's coming from a bitch that got money, so you can't tell her, shut up and go get her money up, bitch, because she already did that. You can't tell her, go get a man and keep one. She not like Jennifer Lopez. She got a man. She done had it for quite some time. Jennifer over there, she can't never really hold one down. She would make a bad wrestler because she can't keep motherfucker down. She got a man. She's raising her children. She's being a mother. You can't attack her on that end. You know, I would say she's black, but I don't know she's Trinidadian. So I mean, shit, she's melanated, so I guess that counts as black. I don't know, whatever. I don't know if she identifies as black, but I know she identifies as a Trinidadian. But take a page out the woman's book. Look how her stuff set up right there. I ain't saying everybody's stuff got to set up like that because everybody ain't got no bazoomas. I'm just sitting there saying, and me and your picks, everybody can't do that. I'm still, these hearts is pretty much circling. I'm over here in the gym too, getting the boob lift. But no, I think it was cute though for her to say that. I think it is again her being giving us an inside look as to what her life looks like daily and what she does, as far as maybe a routine or a part of a routine that she has in her life, which pretty much that is what we all pretty much look for when we find celebrities or people interesting in the public eye. We look to find out more about them because if you like who they are and what they do, you feel a connection, and then so when they offer stuff like that to you, their personal life, you really do begin to feel connected to them. So it's good to know that she's still keeping up with that trend and still making that a thing by talking to people, doing interviews, and mentioning shit, her daily walk, and let you see how she raised her kids or talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Some celebrities don't do that. Whether it be any of those things or none of those things. A lot of them don't, but a lot of them do. But I rock with her on this topic because she's been walking the walk. Like I said, all the things I just named a minute ago is the shit you can't call her out on. You can't say she fat. You can't say she too skinny. Any of those things. That she's never had a child. She don't know what this feels like. That feels like. Bitch had pressure. So she was right. So do something with yourself. Shit, I'm just playing. But no, do something with yourself. Anyway, I'm about to get the fuck on out of here. I'm about to go lay down. I'm sleeping. Like I said, I ate and I done had them couple of shots. And look, I'm just about ready to lay down. But anyway, I love you guys so much for joining me tonight on this pop-up live. I appreciate you. If you're on the game replay, that is also awesome as well. Please make sure that you also join the live on Sunday nights at 7:15 p.m. and have your drink ready. If you want shit, send, like I tell you all the time, send me some topics or whatever you want me to discuss, and I'll see if I can throw it up in there real quick. And in the show. As usual, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the channel, share the live, share the videos. I will be adding more videos as time permits. And as soon as possible with more current topics. Like I said, I'm staying on top of things as much as I can. And also, y'all see the Cash App scrolling across the screen. If the spirit so hit you, go ahead and send something over there to the thing so I can pay for this damn look, all this shit in here, and I'm still learning how to use it, so it's not being used its full capacity because I really haven't learned how to use it all, but I'm working on that. So go on that Cash App and see what you can put in there, 50 cents, $1, a quarter, so I can pay that Discover bill and buy me probably about 3 more teeth in the back of my mouth. Because I went to the dentist and they high as a motherfucker. So throw what you can in there. If you can, fine. If you can't, fuck it, still join the show at 7:15 on Sunday nights. All right, family, cousins, friends alike. Holler at you later to the next show.